Hey everybody, this is Chris, Music City Driver. Sorry about the delay. I thought that this app was supposed to like. I was trying to get online at 5:30, but I already had the template up for the live stream, and I don't know what went wrong. But anyway, it's supposed to notify me when it's time to go live, and I would assume that there would be something that would pop up that would allow me to just go straight into streaming without it, but apparently not. So anyway, a little bit late, but didn't forget. I see one person's online right now. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, with all the changes that have just happened within the last week or two with Uber and Lyft. You may have seen the videos that I made about the 180 Days of Change installment 2 with the adding the $15 fee for returning items, 24/7 customer support coming soon for everybody, quick document reviews, scheduling appointments at the hub for stuff like that, to meet with somebody for issues that you have at the hub. I'm forgetting one. I can't remember. Anyway, a lot of changes just came out, and previous to that, of course, was the tipping option and being paid for wait times over 2 minutes and being paid cancellation fees if drivers canceled on you before after 2 minutes had passed and they requested the ride. Those are all some great positive changes in my opinion for Uber. Lyft has had some positive changes. They increased the Lyft line rates to match the regular Lyft rates. They're testing out some new features where they're going to, which it's kind of a catch-22 to me with one of the changes where you can see the passenger's destination. As long as you maintain a 90% acceptance rating, which to me is a little coercive, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Basically forcing you to take almost every ride in order to see where they're going, which honestly to me it kind of defeats the purpose, and I don't really care. So that's not really a huge deal breaker for me. I don't, wherever they're going is wherever they're going. I don't know. My acceptance rating, I've never. When I first started, I freaked out about my acceptance rating all the time, and then they came out with that ruling that said that it didn't really matter because we're independent contractors, not employees, and all that. So I don't really worry too much about my acceptance rating. I try to keep it, in the mid 70s or something like that. But hey, it's your job, it's your contractor, it's your business. You can pick up whatever rides you want to. But anyway. So that was seen as a positive by some people. They're also testing this new thing where you can, if you have a really short ride from the airport, you can immediately go back in the queue if it's a pretty short ride or something. Like if they just, if you take somebody from the airport to a hotel right by the airport, you can jump right back in the queue and get another ride, that kind of thing. To me, there are some hotels, and they're actually building another hotel at the Nashville International Airport. That could become a factor later. Most of the rides that I get from the airport, which I don't get many because I don't waste my time in the huge queue there, have not been that short. So it doesn't do a lot either. But they came out with a couple of changes this week that I don't think are very positive. The first, as you may have heard, is taco mode with Taco Bell, partnership with Taco Bell, where passengers can, if you opt in, if as a driver, to this option, riders can request that you go through the Taco Bell drive-through in the middle of the night to get Doritos Locos Taco Doritos, or Doritos Loco Tacos. So that sounds like a horrible idea to me. I did comment, I didn't comment as profanely as some of the other drivers did on Lyft's post on Twitter, because I don't feel like it was very well thought out. Good evening, Patrick. How are you? I don't feel like that was a very well conceived thing, this taco mode thing. I feel almost like, I don't know, I feel like it goes hand in hand with some of the other stuff. The other thing that I just saw today, which I haven't really paid a lot of attention to, is Lyft's power driver bonus. So I don't get the power driver bonus because my vehicle is just a little bit too old to get the power driver bonus, so it doesn't really affect me at all, honestly. So power driver bonus is one of those things that you would need to have your acceptance rating up for, and to me it almost meshes perfectly with the other change they just did with the 90% acceptance rating and seeing the destination. So to me they go hand in hand. The power driver bonus usually requires that you maintain a 90% acceptance rate. You have a certain number of rides you have to take during peak hours. You have a certain number of rides overall to make as well. And they used to have, I think, 2 tiers, I believe. And what it did was it basically gave you a percentage bonus, which effectively canceled out Lyft's commission. So in a lot of ways, it was really good, and you could get as low as a 5% commission if you got the 20% power driver bonus. So basically, you're only getting a 5% fee taken out for your Lyft earnings for that. Well, they are changing that. As of July 31st, it looks like they're actually going to a cash bonus system, and they're taking away that percentage. And it may be different for every driver, because I didn't get this email. I actually saw it on the Nashville Lyft Zone earlier today, and another Rideshare Alliance type Facebook group that I'm on. It's a private group from drivers that actually do the power driver bonus quite often. So it's not as lucrative as it used to be, I guess. So like I said, it seems like it was planned to go along with this see the destination feature. To me, anyway, I may just be maybe I'm just jaded. I don't know, but anyway. So like I said, that's going away. It's still got the same. They added apparently on some people's things, they added some more peak days too. Like Sunday had peak hours on it where it didn't before. Stuff like that. But you get I forget the increments. I should have printed it out, but I didn't. It's like $85, $125, $150 or something, or $185 bonus or something like that. So basically, if you get to the third tier, they now have 3 tiers, and those tiers go incrementally up for the bonus that you get. It's a cash bonus, and I don't know for certain if they take commission out of that bonus or not. That would be even worse if they did that, but hopefully they don't do that. Are you still there, Patrick, or anybody else on? It's showing one person on right now, and it's not too depressing for me because I really don't have that many subscribers, so I don't really expect many people to be on at 5:30. I'm just got out of my day job, and I'm actually looking to drive a little bit tonight. So I'm just kind of hanging out in the parking lot, letting my car cool down a little bit because it's hot as blazes here in Nashville. Letting the air circulate a little bit. Somebody else just joined, looks like. But so what are you guys' thoughts on these improvements with Lyft and Uber? I mean, like I said, the Lyft seems to be going backwards a little bit. I don't know. Maybe they had some momentum from Uber. There's more people joining now. There's 3, yay! So it seems to me almost like the Lyft is losing a little bit of momentum. I heard that they recently hired new marketing people or something, and they may be the ones who conceived of this taco mode fiasco, which we'll find out the results of. Like, apparently they're testing it starting tomorrow in Orange County, California. So if you guys are in California, let me know how it goes, this taco mode deal. So and it may not be even for regular drivers at first. I heard somebody talking about specially marked cars that have like Taco Bell, like regalia or something. I don't know. Maybe a Taco Bell type Lyft combo wrapping of cars or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the destination screen is nice to see, and honestly, in all complete honesty, I think Uber and Lyft both should show that regardless, because we're independent contractors. So we ultimately get to decide, because they aren't treating us as employees. We get to decide where we go and who we pick up. But I don't know. Like I said, it's a really great improvement, the destination thing. You can see if it's going to be a short ride or a long ride. And actually, I mean, you used to be able to see these things, from what I understand. I've never been able to see on the waybill the destination for Lyft or Uber, but from what I understand, you used to be able to do that, but people abused it and they took it away because people were just basically avoiding all the short rides and just nobody was wanting to take the ride. So they took that away to encourage people to take more rides, to get more acceptance ratings, I believe. And it seems like Lyft is doing almost the same thing. So, oh really? How long of a drive was it? I got one time that was pretty long. I thought it was a mistake as well. I was in downtown Nashville at the Greyhound station and ended up going to Huntsville, Alabama, which is about 120 something miles. It was an Uber ride. And of course, as you well know, it would, just what we're just talking about, we can't tell until you hit start trip. And it's like 127 to 2.5. That's almost exactly the same as mine was. The bad part was on that one. I felt sorry for the girls. It was two girls that were exchange students, all the way to Charlotte. Wow, it's a pretty good haul. And like me, you probably didn't get a ride on the way back either, if I'm guessing correctly. Because I didn't get a single ping the whole way back, partly because it was in northern Alabama, and it was probably 1:30 or 2 in the morning. By the time I dropped them off, there's nobody out on a Thursday night in northern Alabama in a thunderstorm wanting to get a ride. So, yeah, so I had a deadhead all the way back 120 miles. Well, actually, I went home after that because I normally don't work late Thursday nights, as I said before, probably. I usually start about this time, and I usually go till about midnight at the latest. That night, it was about 11 o'clock. I got the ping. Felt sorry for them because they were at a Greyhound station. I wouldn't want my daughters, if I had daughters, stuck at a Greyhound station in the middle of the night in downtown Nashville. So I was sympathetic. They tipped me pretty well too, so that was helpful. But if I had seen that destination, I probably would never have accepted the ride, honestly, because I didn't get home till like 2:30 in the morning. Oh, okay, wow. So they could have driven there. That's interesting. So so I guess they got a ride back. I'm guessing from Charlotte. That's interesting. That's cool. They filled your gas tank up. That's basically the equivalent of a tip. That's pretty cool. I think I got. Man, it's been several months since I did that trip to Huntsville. That's by far the absolute longest trip I've done. Um, I think they gave me about $40 cash tip, which is pretty good. Oh, okay, I see. Charlotte was surging, but you were too tired. I thought you were saying that they were too tired at that late hour to drive, so they decided to call an Uber or something. So, yeah, I mean, occasionally there pops up some really long rides. I guess if somebody really has to get somewhere, like some of those rides, like with the that I've seen lately in the news, like the minor league baseball players and NFL players and stuff like that are trying to get across the country and their flight got canceled or something crazy and they have to be there that day because training starts or something like that. I can see how those could add up quick. There's some that, I mean, some really gargantuan, crazy long rides that I've seen on the news before, like $700-800 trips. But like I said, I mean, as far as me going to Huntsville, Alabama, I didn't get to get, I can't even drive in northern Alabama for Uber. So, and I don't think there's even a Lyft presence there. I don't know. If there is, it's around Huntsville, which is where I ended up going, but I just dropped them off at the airport. For some reason, they wanted to go to the airport. I don't know why. But their final destination was actually 60 miles from there or something in another part of Alabama, Florence, Alabama. So it's very odd that they did that. But like I said, I had to deadhead the whole way back. There was not a chance I was going to get a call. I entered my service area in Spring Hill, Tennessee, which is about 50 miles south of Nashville, something like that. So there was no chance I was going to be getting a ride anywhere. And it was too late anyway. So, I mean, I had my app on the whole way, but I just ended up going home. So, didn't get anything. And, you know, another interesting thing that, this is totally off the topic of this video, but talking about rides, I love destination filters. Destination filters are one of the best things that Uber and Lyft ever did. Lyft are unlimited as far as I know, but Uber you only get 2. I've heard they're changing that to 6. I've seen screenshots. Hopefully it's coming soon because I love to use those things. Because I live outside of town, so at the end of the night, I usually set my destination filter to go towards my house. Well, one night I got a stripper actually from Deja Vu actually requested a ride, and it was going to Dixon, which is 8 miles north of my house. So I was like, awesome. So, but the problem is there's no Uber service in Dixon, so I don't know how she got back. She said there wasn't a problem because I wasn't going to stay up for another hour, then drive her all the way back to Nashville, and then drive all the way back home again. It just wasn't going to happen. I tried to recruit some people on my Facebook group to see if anybody was out that might be willing to do it. Not sure how they would have accomplished it, but the Uber service zone starts in Fairview, Tennessee, which is not too terribly far from Dixon. So I don't know, but anyway, I thought that was a really odd request too. It got me paid all the way home, which is awesome, but it didn't. You know, I don't know how she got home. So I had 3 and 4 people, and then suddenly it disappeared. So what do you guys think about the changes for Uber and Lyft? Anybody have any comments about any of the changes? Do you think they're good, bad, neutral, superficial, not going to fix much, kind of band-aids on a bigger problem? That's the way I kind of see it. Because neither one of them have really raised driver pay. And I'm assuming that Uber is not going to do that anymore, because if you've noticed, they've named their 180 days of change, they've named them each time. First was earnings. So that was the very first one with tips, it was earnings. So I'd assume if they were going to change driver pay, absolutely no taco mode for me either. You can forget that. But so the earnings was the first one, and Uber didn't change any driver earnings except for adding tips and wait times and cancellation fees after 2 minutes and stuff like that, but they didn't change driver pay at all. So second one was support, which is the one that just came out, which was a 24/7 support, quicker document review, setting up appointments at the hub, all that stuff. $15 fee for returned items and all that. Of course, Lyft has just been rolling stuff out left and right. I've seen all this. I've seen some of these things on some groups, but I don't know what the timing is. It seems like Lyft has a very, I don't know, they're not as structured sometimes as Uber with their changes. So it doesn't seem like they actually, I don't know, schedule these things. It's like they just kind of decide, hey, we're going to roll out taco mode. The ride fare fix. Oh, yeah. That's the thing I forgot about Uber. The ride fare fix. Thanks for reminding me there, Patrick. So yeah, the ride fare fix thing is pretty cool, but I don't really encounter it a whole lot, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just don't forget as much as I used to when I first started to start a trip. So that is one of the changes for Uber, is that if you forget to start your trip and you start driving and then halfway through the trip, or even you go to end the trip and you're like, crap, I forgot to start the trip. I'm not sure how you would do that, because I have it set up where it auto navigates, but yeah, if you forget to start your trip for whatever reason or end it in a different place or whatever, you should be able to. I think it's not, I don't know if it's quite implemented or not. I can't remember if that's one of the ones that's coming in the next month or so. But you should be able to go in, review your fare, and then just add your start and ending spots, and it will automatically fix the fare within a couple of minutes or something. So that's a pretty cool thing. I mean, speaking of navigation, for the longest time, I don't know what it was, on my Uber app, I was never able to use the Uber navigation, ever. It always gave me just a choice between Google Maps and Waze. I'd used Waze forever when I first started, but now it's like it does not want to work half the time. It says cannot get GPS signal or some weird thing. I turn off the location services, turn them back on, and it just doesn't work anymore. So I tried Uber navigation for a while, and I don't like it. I don't like the way that the screen is weird looking. Sometimes the roads look different to me than it does on Google Maps or Waze, so I've just gone back to Google Maps. It takes a totally different route on Uber navigation too. I don't know if it's supposed to maximize their profit or your profit or what. So I would assume that it takes the longest route because of the upfront pricing, but I don't know. But it takes you some weird routes sometimes. I'm like, why in the world is this taking me this way when it's over there, and it's much easier to take this route to get there. Anyway, I don't use Uber navigation anymore. Of course, Waze has never had Lyft has never had its own navigation, so I've always used Waze or Google Maps on that as well. So, oh yeah, Mr. T, I have not done that yet, but I love Waze, and I wish it would work. I don't know if it's just my phone, but it freaks out every time, and it never works right anymore. I love Waze. I tried to use it last night, actually, on my way home to try to avoid any traffic snags. It didn't work. I could not get it to work. Turned off location settings, turned it back on, agreed to accept location and all that stuff. Just not working for me. It's really kind of bizarre. So, and I hate it too because I love Waze. So, anyway, so I'll probably get more views if I do these on later in the day or later at night. Jar Jar Binks for the New Year's Eve crowd. That'd be pretty funny, actually. But I don't know if I need to do these during later hours or if I just need to get more subscribers. Probably it's probably the biggest thing, get more subscribers. Oh, there goes my air conditioning going way up. I'm probably going to end this soon because I'm going to go grab something to eat real quick before I start. I'm hoping it'll be at least worth my time tonight. We'll see. It's a Thursday night, almost 6 o'clock. It's usually about the time I start at 6. I may start a little bit later, maybe end a little later. I don't know. I got to be up kind of early tomorrow and be at work pretty early, so I may just jump off of here, guys. I appreciate the 3 people that came and, came and watched my live stream. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, it'd be great if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, then give me a thumbs down. So, but anyway, guys, I think I'm probably going to head off of here. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, comment below if you can. I don't know if the comments are closed. I think the comments may be closed after you finish the live stream, but I'd just be interested in everybody's thoughts. Maybe I'll make a video. I had to return some my GoPro that I had borrowed to somebody. I'm going to get another one, but this live stream thing's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you would. If you're interested in Mystro, check it out in the link below, in the descriptions below. If you want to be an Uber or Lyft driver and you haven't signed up yet using a referral code, if you wouldn't mind using mine, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I will probably do some more live streams. Like I said, I'm probably not going to put another video out until Monday to review the weekend, how it went. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you very much. If you're out driving, please be safe and have some great profits. Have a good one, guys. Bye.